obviously the success of the Miami Dolphins dwells on the offensive line. Like, you don't understand. Over the years, me sit back and watch Tannehill drop back in the pocket and him getting sacked, being the most sacked quarterback ever since he came into the league, him and RG3, but you already know how RG3 is. That's why I give Tannehill so much credit as our quarterback. As many times he sat back and got hit, he is extremely durable. He does not get hurt. Unfortunately, this past season, he got hurt, but up to that point, he's been fairly healthy. Now, again, the success comes down to the offensive line. I don't care what anybody says. It all starts off with Mike Pouncey, because honestly, if Mike Pouncey if he's not healthy 100%, we got to play musical chairs. Like I keep saying in all the videos when we end up talking about the offensive line, we got to play musical chairs. That's why I would think this is probably the most intriguing position battle, because of the fact that we have Laremy Tunsil sliding into the tackle spot, his natural position that he played at Ole Miss last year. For us, he played left guard. Brandon Albert is gone, thank God. We can't have two injury-prone offensive linemen on our team. That's just not gonna work. Like, we struggled terribly. But yeah, Laremy Tunsil is gonna be at the starting at the left tackle spot, his natural position, like he played at Ole Miss. And then at the left guard position, we're gonna have a huge position battle between Isaac Asiata and Ted Larson. I'm really pulling for Isaac Asiata at the left guard position, because of the fact that, like, he just looks like a savage. But the reports coming out of Miami that he's not producing the way we want him to produce. So I would seriously like to look out for Isaac Asiata. Ted Larson, honestly, like, there was so many offensive linemen in free agency, and we just ended up with Ted Larson. I understand what Adam Gase is trying to do as far as the offensive line. He wants versatility just because of the fact that if somebody goes down, it'll be the next guy up and be able to fill in. But offensive line ain't nothing to fuck around with at this point for the Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins fans are tired of seeing Tannehill getting sacked. Like, come on now. We had Jamal Douglas a couple years back playing center. He never played center a day in his life. He over here dirt snapping the ball to Ryan Tannehill. Tannehill can't even get the opportunity to look up for somebody to pass the ball to. This defensive lineman in his face. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, offensive line should have been the top priority going into free agency this year, man. We honestly think that we underachieved in free agency. Hopefully, as far as guard play this year, it'll be a lot better. But Ted Larson was definitely not the way to go, in my honest opinion, because I haven't even heard of him until we ended up signing him. Obviously, Mike Pouncey's coming off a big hip injury. I expect him to play a full 16 games, but I'm not going to hold my breath, and I ain't going to put no money on it, because, hey, it's Mike Pouncey. He's never done it in his career. But Anthony Steen and Craig Ubrick, they stepped up big time when Mike Pouncey went down, and played a great role in Jay Ajayi's production this year. But Mike Pouncey, like I said, he is the key to the offensive line. He cannot be hurt. He cannot miss any games for us to be successful. Like, maybe one or two, but I would prefer for him to be healthy for all 16 games. And, like, at the right guard position, you got Jamal Bushrod. Like, I'm not gonna complain about his game. Well, I am gonna complain about his game, because there have been a couple plays where I was like, what the fuck are you doing? But as far as right guards go, over the course of the Miami Dolphin years of me watching the Dolphins, I think Jamal Bushrod has did a decent job, looking at Billy Turner, looking at Jamal Douglas, looking at, oh my God, shitty ass Dallas Thomas. Don't even get me started about Dallas Thomas. That dude was a dead body. I think I could block better than Dallas Thomas. But oh yeah, over the course of the years watching Miami Dolphins offensive linemen, I think Jamal Bushrod, since Tannehill's tenure, he's did the best so far. Like, he's not exactly the weak link, but he's a nice little fill-in dude. And like I said, Craig Ubrick, I think him and Craig Ubrick will fight for that right guard spot. So I really like Craig Ubrick. Like I said, he stood in real well when Mike Pouncey was out. When Brandon Albert was out and Laremy Tunsil had to move over to left tackle, Craig Ubrick did an excellent job at the left guard spot as well. So as far as that goes, that's going to be an interesting matchup to see as well. Now, looking at the right tackle position, Juwan James. Early on in the season last year, honestly, I felt that he struggled a little bit and I felt that he was going to get benched if he didn't pick up his play. Honestly, I really did think he was going to get benched, but I can't sit back and blame that on him because he's learning a new system in Adam Gase system, which he showed progressing as the season went on. He played like that, like a Pro Bowl caliber right tackle. But when he was drafted, he did an excellent job until his first season. Then his second season, I believe that was when Brandon Albert got hurt, and he had to move over to left tackle. I think that stunted his growth, honestly. But him coming back to playing right tackle, healthy, I think he'd be a Pro Bowl caliber right tackle. But if it was all up to me, honestly, if I was gonna project the starting five, I think it would be Laremy Tunsil, of course, left tackle. Isaac Asiata, maybe I have a biased opinion about that. Isaac Asiata, I think he's just a savage. Any Samoan players are savages. I'm just gonna say they just straight up savages. Isaac Asiata at left guard. Mike Pouncey obviously is gonna be the center if he can stay healthy. Excuse me. Right guard, Jamal Bushrod. We brought him back for another season. He's gonna be the starter right guard. Curry Rubrick will be a steady backup. Can't complain about him. And obviously, I have high hopes for Juwan James. This is gonna be his contract year too as well. So I expect him to produce big time to get that contract. But that's my starting five. Like, y'all know how this works. Y'all go ahead and leave y'all comment in the comment section of your starting five. You know what it is. If you enjoyed the content, please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. This is GreatOne DeVore. I'm up out of here.